box a few days ago. Normally I would put these in a smaller box, but I guess I had this box and I had the shape, so it's 5 piles of books. So let's just get to it. This is going to might be a bit longer because there's a lot of books in here. As we saw in the preview, here is a pre-autographed copy of Marvel Comics Untold Story by Sean Howe. Yep, right there. This is from 2012, so this has been here. I think this is before Disney bought them. Still, decent history. There's also one, I don't know if he wrote it, on the, whatchamacallit, the bankruptcy of Marvel Comics with Perlman. The cover drawn by, like her name, O'Connor. Amanda Connor, which he had done for yeah, and then they used it on the hardcover. Here we have the Brick Testament, the Ten Commandments. Here we have an advanced reader copy of Foxtrot Collection. AMP had these. Nice, actually, format. Basically, Peanuts pioneered this. But this $9.99 paperback. I don't know if they're still doing these comic collections. A few such collection. Big Nate, I think they are. Big Nate does. Here we have a bargain book. You can say bargain book, $6 of How to Have a XXX Sex Life. Vivid Girls. Yeah, that's a great photo. Not autographed, but it's just one of those books you got, $6. Regan Books. Yeah, the conservative guys, yeah. So there's Janet Jameson. We have Tawny, don't know what happened to her. Time it doesn't look like Kira. Oh, Kira. I'm wondering. Is there a list of people in here? So I guess what this is self-help book. No, come on. Because in the self-help books, there's a sexuality section, which is more, so here's how, the more swimmer. Nice hairstyle, the black and white one. Dasha. Again, no idea. Mercedes, who I believe is a former Barnes & Noble employee. Not at my store, but we had some interesting, distracting employees. Sunrise Adams, I believe. I think her sister also got into the biz. Savannah. No idea. It's a nice smile on her, though. And Jenna, of course. Once again, Jenna Jameson. But yeah, for $6, $6. I thought, why not pick it up? And we have Bone, Quest for the Spark, Book 1. One of many copies I have of this book. This is a chapter book with illustrations done by Jeff Smith. I don't think it went very volumes of that. Here we have Pilot and Huxley, 2 different first adventure, next adventure. Excuse me, Scholastic Books. Another Scholastic Books, Missile Mouse. This went for a while. I don't know what Jake Parker is up to nowadays. Not bad story. Here we have another guy. Whatever happened to Duckton Apple? Fat Island. Here we have one of the rare early hardcovers of First Second, The Professor's Daughter. All of they didn't do, wish they had. Now they do. But back the first few years, They call the collector's edition. And they all have these corners and spine cloth. I have this. I should see how many exist. I do have American-born Chinese. The other one I really want to get is Leica. But that's, again, these are rare and usually. See, there's another copy of that same line. Here we have the Sloan Handbook from Scholastic. Ooh, papercraft inside. Yep. Stupid rat teacher. Papercraft. Huh. And another miscellaneous. Most of these were freebies that came through the office. And we have another arc of Hereville, how Merca got her sword, Barry Deutsch. It's a nice series. From Amulet, Haven's Amulet. We have Princess Candy's Sugar Hero, Michael Dahl, Stone Arch. We have Amelia Rules, great series, read them all. WJ8C, friend of mine, published this. I think she only did, no, this is her second book. I just wonder what happened to Jane Smith Fisher. But good cartooning. It was an early middle grade book before middle grade comics were a thing. Daniel Boone and Loudboy, Grow Up. Yep. The Adventures of Daniel Boone and Loudboy. Yes. That stuff. And then we have the that's in the middle there. Cool. La adaptación a novela gráfica del éxito Neil Gaiman, Coraline, P. Craig Russell, Spanish edition. But even in Spanish, good stuff. Again, P. Craig Russell, just whatever you can find. Here we have a true arc of Fist Stick Knife Gun, Personal History of Violence, True Story, Jamar Nichols. I'm friends with on Facebook. Marvel Heroes, oh, Heroes. I remember when this came out. Interesting. I don't know if it'll ever be reprinted. But basically, these kids are in high school and they get powers, I believe. Don't know what universe it is. Grace Randolph, Craig Rousseau. And Savage She-Hulk #1's in here, where the origin of She-Hulk. There. Don't know what happened to these characters after that. Probably due for a reprint. What's this? Oh, here we go. 2010. Yeah, that's probably due for a reprint. No, they did have a middle grade line. And mystery package from Barnes & Noble. Hardcover book. And the receipt is here. It is for a sealed copy because the cover is just so crazy. You can see there's 1, 2, 3 layers of the cover. It might even be 3 belly bands. Or maybe unravels. I don't know. I'm not going to open it. $24, 30% discount. I spent $16.80 on it. So, no idea. I probably should look up. Excuse me. It's been a long day. I should look up who did the book design on that. Okay, we're done with one. Next column, My Poorly Drawn Life, Tanya Del Rio. Self-published. And yes, poorly drawn, but again, good bio comics. We have prose novel, 8th grade Super Zero. Who Can Save Us Now? Brand new superheroes and amazing short stories. And again, this is an arc. And it's prose. But there you are. Decent graphic design. Decent graphic design? Yeah, decent cover design. What else is here? Manga? Maybe. Oh, Slavana Shamakova, Night School, the Wiener books, Yen Press. She's known for her middle grade slice of life books. And we have American Indian Stories. Barnes and Noble Classics. Again, folk tales. So we got that. We have, this is a great series, With the Light, Raise an Autistic Child, volume Keiko Tobe. This is fictional nonfiction about parents having to deal with an autistic kid, but there's a lot of good information in here that they use. Unfortunately, Keiko Tobe died before they could finish this series. So it remains unfinished, but it's at least up to 8 volumes, I believe, through the press. One of the great books that they published. Then we have Ikigami, The Ultimate Limit, explicit content. This signature. Yeah. Here's an academic book called Reading Comics, Language, Culture, and Concept of the Superhero and Comic Books. There's the barcode, which I think Barnes & Noble put on there. And I got through about 20 pages before I quit reading. 44. But this is, University of Maine, Garland Publishing. And written by Mila Bonko. Anyway, here we have, I should probably not worth anything. The Tales of Beetle the Bar, J.K. Rowling. Children's High Level Group? What the heck? Okay, I'm going to look this up because this does not look like a Scholastic book. The Levine logo's on the bottom there. Children's High Level Group. Health, Education, Welfare. Let's look this up really quick. Tales of Beetle the Bar, Standard Edition. Yeah, hardcover, $13. Yeah. Huh. Strange. All right. Never read, and probably never will read. Excuse me. I gotta get better so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Here we have Azumanga Daioh Omnibus, volume. Oh. But again, nice package. $25. There's an index. Wow. That's crazy. Translation notes. 675 pages. Wow. Okay. 2 piles done. Let's go. Oh, wait. There's one more. And it is Haruhi Natsuko's Manga Guide to Japan. MG Press. Don't know what happened to that publisher. This is their 18th book, so I guess they've done other books. Okay. So, pile number 3, we have Captain Freedom, A Superior's Quest for Truth, Justice, and Celebrity So Richly Deserves, a novel. Oh, yeah. I got a pile of these. Ooh, this is a good one. Matthew Liu, Saltwater Taffy, Seaside Adventures of Jack and Benny. This is volume 1. I think he did 3 of these before he moved on to other series. Good stuff. A little bit like Gravity Falls. These 2 kids get sent up to Maine for the summer, and they discover all this weird stuff happening around them in this little small town. Let me see if there's a good... Oh, yeah. There's an advanced reader copy of Jane's in Love, Cecil Castellucci and Jim Rugg. I think this has been reprinted by others. Jane's in Love, part of the Minx line that crashed and burned because there really wasn't a YA graphic novel section of Barnes & Noble when they started. It was all over manga. Here we have Water Baby by Ross Campbell. Ooh, Ton Wolfe. The Candy Colored Tangerine Flake Streamlined Baby. Collection of short stories of his essays. I had jury duty in the Bronx for 2 days, so I thought, okay, gonna be a lot of sitting around and waiting. Let me take a book with me that I can read while I'm in the waiting. First time I even called this jury duty. Well, second time. First time I was out of state. I had been living in D.C., Douglas County, home of Nebraska, sent me a summons. Mom sent it to me, and I sent it back saying, hey, he's not here. He's living in D.C. And they said, okay, we'll put him back in the system. Never came back up. Bronx happened twice. This was the first one at their old courthouse. Got seated twice. Well, got selected once. They never asked me. They picked a group of other people to sit in the juror box with a question. Second one was seated, but I asked a smart question much. We don't want him on the jury. I lived there long enough. I was chosen a second time. At this point, they had built a new courthouse. I think it was just called the Hall of Justice. Seriously. And that is just used the power of negative thinking and never got questioned, never got called in 2 days. I said, okay, you're out. You're done. Thank you for your service. Bye. But we also have, but that might not be the copy. That might be, this is something I probably found in the box and there's a few copies. Because we also have From Bauhaus to Our House, which I haven't read, as well as The Pump House Gang. As well as The Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test. And Radical Chic and Mau Mau in the Flat Catches. Yeah, sure. It's just a moment. I gotta check something here in the Candy Colored Tangerine Flake. I saw some. Yes. Oh my gosh. A Metropolitan Sketchbook. He was I don't want to call him a cartoon. I guess, yeah, you could call him a cartoonist. Look at that. Tom Wolfe, cartoonist. That might be worth a blog. Okay. So it's like I have the whole collection there, which I have not read all of it, just Tangerine. But in the Candy Colored Tangerine Flake Streamlined Baby is an essay on the early days of NASCAR. Here we have Naruto 46, collect them all. Let's go a whole chunk here. We got Raiders, Volume 1 from Yen. G-Man, Learning to Fly. Good series by Chris Giarusso. Image. Hopefully this gets reprinted again. Good characters. He's doing other things as well. But he's doing well. Then we had, I saw the motion picture first, I think, and then I bought this, Flipped. The novel takes place now, contemporary. So this is 1996. The movie that Princess Bride, Meathead, God, I'm terrible with names. Dad just died. God, what was his name? Anyway, he did it, but did it as a period piece in the 1950s, which is nice. It was a fun, good movie, actually, enjoyable movie. Some nostalgia kicked tossed in. It's a good Saturday afternoon movie. Take a look if you can find it. I'll think of his name. Probably 3 o'clock in the morning. Another Vertigo crime arc. Executor, John Evans, Andrea Muti. Not a bad. I mean, they tried. Then we have a hardcover of Skating to Antarctica, Journey to the End of the World. Again, Antarctica being one of those things I'm interested in. That was not a comic thing. Here we have Graphic Guide Space Wars, Martin Ince, David Hine, Camden Press. Look at that design, folks. We're talking, this is UK. Here's the ISBN barcode. This is 1986 by Camden Press. There's British Library information in it. And again, this is a visual guide. It's not comics. But hey, it's early. So I grabbed it. Probably wasn't much either. $5. And an ARC. This is a fun book. Year Zero, Rob Reed. Advanced reader copies. Year Zero, what happens is Earth is considered a backwater. It is, considered very primitive. But the one thing and it actually so primitive that it's actually quarantined by the rest of the Galactic Federation, whatever it's called. But the one thing they do really good is music. And music has been bootlegged off the planet for like 40, 50 years. But it turns out one of the rules of the Galactic Federation is local law is enforced. That's how you just make sure everything keeps things simple. The planet sets its own laws. And then they realize, the Galactic Federation realizes, oh, we've been pirating this music. We owe quadrillions of dollars to the original artists. And so they send 2 emissaries to a copyright lawyer, and that's where the story starts. Satire, really. I think he's a music executive. Rob Reed is the founder of Listen.com, which created the Rhapsody service, the world's largest seller of online music, until it was eclipsed, rather badly, he'll admit, by Apple's iTunes service. It's his first novel. Don't know what he's done since. This was 2012. Fun book. It's science fiction, but not quite science fiction. Okay, 4th pile. And we start with the Book of Answers. And yes, it has questions with it. Who was the first actor or actress to win 3 Academy Awards? By 1940, when the Oscar ceremony was only a dozen years old, character actor Walter Brennan had already won 3 Best Supporting Actor awards for his performance in Come and Get It, Kentucky, and The Westerner. Katharine Hepburn has won 4 Academy Awards. Ingrid Bergman won 3. Now, the better question is, name someone who has won 3 Academy Awards in the same night. Okay. Holidays. How old are the earliest musical instruments? In the case of France, archaeologists have found carved bones that are be wind and percussion instruments. These date from about 25,000 to 2000 BC. Keep banging those rocks together, guys. Bargain book. Don't know what they charge for it. But again, New York Public Library, Barnes & Noble books. Yeah, they existed back then. I don't know if they still do. And we have another volume of Night School, Volume 2. Here we have from Asia Pac, and they did a lot of these imports from Taiwan. Wang Zhuangming, The Practice of Effect, 6 Strategies for War, translated by Alan Chong. So again, this is an actual classic of Asian literature. And there is a large comic market in Taiwan. And so they said, hey, do you want to buy on Chinese philosophies, Chinese classics? Here's Chinese Business Strategies, written by Zhang Wei. Asia Pac did a whole bunch of these. I mostly found these in, I think it was New Age bookstores, because they were bringing in, Asia Pac was also doing other New Agey type things from the Middle East, from the Far East, which you don't say anymore, from Asia. And so they would normally have these books in the bookstore. So I was just gonna, here we have 3 volumes of Voltron, which again, me growing up in Omaha, we never got that cartoon. Never got much anime at all. By anime, I mean Astro Boy, Speed Racer, Voltron, Robotech, Battle of the Planets. Here we have, this is another good one. Kind of a Genius, Collected Chaos. Hopefully, if they redo a new Fantastic Four movie, they'll bring this back out. It's a good. They say all ages, but young readers are not young readers. Early grade, I guess you could say, or middle grade. This was done by Heliopolis too. Chris Heliopolis and Mark Summerer. Yeah. And yeah, you can see who they kind of based it off of. But again, this is different Fantastic Four than what you normally read. He is the son of Reed Richards, but he doesn't have all that stuff that happens in the regular Marvel. He's just a kid who gets into trouble. But lasers are sometimes involved. Here we have Trigon Omnibus Volume. This is Trigon Maximum Omnibus Volume 1. Dark Horse, $20. We have Clockwork Angel from Leia Hernandez. From Image. Steampunk manga inspired. And she's been involved with manga just about anybody because she actually worked for a manga importer way back in the 90s. Cathedral Child is what predates this. That's the same series. Batman Handbook by Scott Beatty. The Ultimate Training Manual. Yeah, I just need $1 million, right? We have Cynical Orange, Volume 9, final, the last volume. Wow, only 9 volumes. That's one of the shorter. Peckerwood, 24 minutes. Rob Dunlop, Peter Lumbee. This looks like something, yeah, this is their third book. Somebody might have bought it at a show, but it might have just come through the offices. And I grabbed it. Here we have Super Dapper Baby 2, The Invasion of the Potty Snatchers. Before Dogman. And this is almost all comics. As drawn by George Beard and Harold Hutchins, the creators of Captain Underpants. Never Slow Dance with a Zombie, Evan Lowe. This I discovered because it was some sort of problem book or whatever at Barnes & Noble. And I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. Basically, there's high school has a zombie infestation. People don't realize the teens are zombies because they're teens and are acting like zombies. You know, teens normally act like zombies. But this girl sees a chance to get the big man on campus to take her to homecoming or prom. Because, you know, he's been zombified. Here we have a Barnes & Noble edition of Trigun, Volume 1, Deep Space Planet Future Gun Action. They did these bargain hardcovers, I guess, $11.95. You can see there's the Barnes & Noble ISBN 7607. That's a Barnes & Noble book. But yeah, you just see what the cover looks like. Okay. So, I wish they did this more often. Also, nice hardcovers. And All My Darling Daughters by Yoshinaga. That's a one-off, one volume. His signature. So you know, aimed at adults. It's the older team. Yeah. And then the last pile we have Eternally Bad, Goddesses with Attitude. Friend Trina Robbins. I don't think I had her sign this. Nope, just bought it there. This was Cancel Books. I think this is a bargain book because it's also available in hardcover and paperback. Here we have the Rough Guide to Graphic Novels, 1,000 copy limited US, I believe. Limited signed edition with exclusive artwork by Kyle Baker. Kyle Baker's one of those guys you should read. Great comic book guy. Can draw anything, seriously. Here's what the cover looks like. And I believe, yes. Actually, here's what the cover looks like. And again, this is Kyle Baker. And this is number 878 of 1,000. And again, this is from, my friend Danny Fingeroth. Formatter of Marvel Comics. Now lecturer extraordinaire. Wrote a band leave. last year, 2018. It was $35 for a limited edition. He did a signing at the Barnes & Noble, I believe, in Brooklyn, downtown. So yeah, I went there and got him to sign that and a few other things. Tender Murders, Women Who Kill, also by Trina Robbins. So this is an example of what the paperback would look like. Oh, yeah, Students for Democratic Society, Graphic History. $22, I bought it for $13 at the Strand. Hill and Wang, Novel Graphics. I don't know if that's still a regular imprint, but you can hardly read that. But they did a series of nonfiction graphic novels. And we have Still Angry Little Girls, Layla Lee. This is Image, a part of Harry Abrams. Don't know if she's still doing this series. One of the earliest books that Abrams Comics Arts. This I bought because I bought it. I think I got it for free. But it's a good subject. Dogs Barking. Sister Bernadette's Barking Dog. A quirky history and the lost art of diagramming sentences. Again, it's just one of those quirky nonfiction books that tickles my intellect. It was like, okay, I used to do that. We had to have a 6-inch ruler. It's part of our school supplies. You need a 6-inch ruler because you're going to use it to diagram sentences. Do I remember any of it? Not really. It doesn't really help me analyze the sentence. I don't even look at it. You May Be Mildly Delusional, an anecdote book by Jace L.G. Self-published. He has an org. Not bad. Nice little style. Cute. No Isman, though. So I have no idea what's going on. 2008, 2009, 2010. Jonathan Gies, G-I-E-S. It's on Go Comic. It was on Go Comics, so maybe you'll find it there. Then we have, this is kind of cool. A Cartoonist Workshop by Robin Hall. Is this Workman? Nope, Sterling. Barnes & Noble put this together. Bargain book. $9.95. Includes more than 140 sheets of colored paper, basic advanced cartooning techniques, 7 brightly colored pencils, 3 gel pens in red, silver, and blue, and 1 eraser for any creative errors. So there's the kit. All right, just as I said. And then there, paper. Lots of paper on top, front, in between. How to cartoon. So yeah, nice big solid brick. Plastic is wearing off, but there you have it. Don't know who Robin Hall is, but hey, at least it's a kid. Then you have Smile by Mark Lynch from Australia. This again is one of those books they sent into our small press division. I grabbed it because probably no one else in this country has a copy. That's fine. I'm going to just look this up right quick. I'm sure it's on WorldCat because it's an Australian edition. But we'll go to worldcat.org. And I will just type in this ISBN. We'll see what the closest library to us is that has this in their collection still. 978-1921-497278. Smile by Mark Lynch. View all editions. 3 editions are listed. This is from 2010. All from Roombe, North South Wales. Axial Slow Compass DSA distributor. So, this one, Columbia College, National Library of Scotland, Trinity College Library Dublin, British Library, St. Pancras, Oxford, University of Oxford, quite a few. So Columbia College is the only one in the U.S. for that. I think at Chicago. And we have these are all the same. We put them all together, all three together. So yeah, Columbia College is the only one in the United States that has it. National Library of Canada, of course, quite a few in Canada. Excuse me, National Library of Australia. Yeah, so but only 17 libraries have it. So that's why I grabbed it, because I figured. Oh. Another friend of mine, guinea pig PI, private shop investigator. Number one, hamster and cheese, calling AF Venable. This is Graphic Universe, which is part of Learner. And yep, got her to autograph it. She has a new series out with superheroes. She's a cat sitter. Yeah. Just read all of her stuff. It's good stuff. Gustavo Duarte, which I discovered at, I believe, Mocha Fest. This is Taxi. 2010. Silent. And this guy, Taxi Driver, is an elephant. And he's taking a jazz musician to his next gig. This is 32 pages. And I mean, this guy is just amazing. Dear Justice League came out 2 years ago for DC on their Young Readers line, where the members of Justice League answer letters sent to them by kids. Good book. Here we have, oops, slightly damaged, but the U.S. Geological Survey and Big Time Attic present Journey Along a Field Line, featuring Zillion Rocket. These were done. Sander Cannon was the main artist. Written and produced by Big Time Attic and Jeffrey J. Love of the U.S. Geological Survey. Sander Cannon, bigtimeattic.com. And again, these are, again, freebie comics, supposedly, from for the U.S. government, explaining science. There's another one, I think, on space weather or space junk. Sander Cannon, another great guy to look at. Oh, yeah, here we go, space weather. I might have a series here from NOAA. And space junk. Oh, yes, he did the one on, just a moment. I'm going to go back to recommend some titles for you. I mean, read all this stuff. Kaiju Max, which is Oni Press. Kaiju Max is an island penitentiary for kaiju, giant monsters, right? Some of them are there because, yeah, they cause massive damage, like Godzilla. Some are there because they're just strange, big, giant animals, and they need to be controlled. And the Ultraman technology, those are the corrections officers that manage the prison. And of course, like Oz, these different groups of kaiju, giant monsters, form their own little communities, and it's amazing. I mean, it's a great idea, but then there's some really good stories in there. So, Sander Cannon, and then let's see, that's early. Replacement God. That's what I discovered. It's amazing slave labor graphics, 1997, which is sort of I don't say fantasy, but pre-medieval era type of setting, and yeah, just good stuff. And we have The Life and Times of R. Crumb, comments from contemporaries. I bought it cheap, $5. That's why I have it. St. Martin's Griffin. Who's in here? Wow. Forwarded by Matt Groening. Then you have Terry Gilliam, Kim Deitch, Ralph Steadman, S. Clay Wilson, rest in peace, Justin Green, Richard Sala, Mary Flinger, Dame Darcy, Peter Cooper, Ray Zone, Roger Ebert, Drew Friedman, Alan Moore, wow, Jim Woodring, Trina Robbins, Robert Armstrong, Jackson, Spain Rodriguez, Will Eisner, Jay Lynch. Most of these are little 2, 3, 4 pages. Wow. 105. How does Robert Ebert figure into all this? Park City, Utah. I don't ski. Terry's wog off was moaning. But on the cellular phone, I don't have a bottle of any water. I don't belong here. Yeah, that's what I thought from the movie. Okay. Then we're getting down the bottom. We got 2 more books. History from, I think, the same publisher. Fulcrum. Here we have District Comics, an unconventional history of Washington, D.C. Yes, they're in the news. Washington, D.C. is always in the news. And yes, I got him to autograph it and even do a little sketch. But again, I like this sort of thing. Nonfiction comics. Banned in D.C. And it's an anthology, so there's a lot of different creators in here. $24.95 back then. Probably still available for that price. I'm sure libraries have it somewhere. And then we have also from Fulcrum, probably the same editor, Trickster, Native American Tales of Graphic Collection. And again, it is an anthology. Don't recognize most of these people. It's not to say it's not good. Oh, this one page. So yeah, I didn't get this signed. M. Dickey. Should see what he's doing lately. But yeah. And just to show you once more, there's the empty box. So 43 minutes of books, a lot of stuff all over the place. Again, smaller books, but I would say at least 2/3 of this is comics in some way. Others just interesting, like Tom Wolfe. I will probably take some of those books out and put them in a bookcase somewhere. Maybe to the summer house so people can read them. I got to inventory these now, so that's going to be a while. But anyway, once again, thanks for watching. You're always welcome to comment, ask me questions. Hopefully I'll see them over here. One person. I wonder who that is. Anyway, hi, whoever's watching live. Thank you. Appreciate it. Tell your friends. Make a drinking game out of it if you want. As always, I hope you'll see me soon. Until then, have a wonderful weekend. It's cold out here in the Midwest. Not a lot of wind, snow, no ice, thank God. But boy, it's bitter cold out there. So yeah, I'm staying inside. While we normally don't have this problem, Midwest is designed not to have this problem, but some of our pipes are freezing a little. So yeah, we've run the taps. If you're in a cold snap like that, if you hit freezing temperatures, which the Gulf Coast of Texas is going to have freezing rain now or soon. If you're in an area that normally doesn't have freezing temperatures, keep overnight. Open the spigot a little so that you have a drip of water coming through. There's water flowing, and that will help prevent the pipes from freezing. Problem is not the pipes being frozen. The problem is when the pipes defrost because ice expands. When ice expands and it can't go anywhere, seals get broken, and that's when you get flooding. And I can tell you from experience, I've discovered a glacier of ice in a bathroom because the pipes froze and then thawed. and broke a seal, and yeah, so insurance kicked in and helped us renovate the bathroom and bedroom next door. But still, you want to avoid that if you can. So stay warm wherever you are. Stay indoors and read comics. Watch YouTube. Chat with friends online. Basically, the stuff you did in the pandemic last spring. Yeah, and hopefully you got some good snack food to eat, and I won't say comfort food, but fun food. So anyway, I will see you soon. I've got a few more boxes to do, plus a whole palette of comics. So it's going to be a while before I finish all this. I've done about 200 of these numbered boxes. I got about 375 total. I can actually look that up. Let's see. Odds box list. Yeah, it's about 375 boxes and things from when I had them moved. Moving company took them. There's probably another 100 boxes I did that aren't numbered. But yeah, I've done about 200 of 375 numbered boxes. So there's a lot I haven't. I inventoried that I haven't even videoed. I don't know if I'll ever get around to those, but maybe once I start reboxing things. But then, so if you keep watching, and heck, if you stop watching, I'll still be making these because they're kind of fun, and hopefully someone out there will enjoy these. You never know. And it keeps me busy and off the streets, and it gives me a reason to do these, to actually inventory the boxes, because otherwise I'd probably be distracted just like you guys are with other things. So yeah, it's kind of a, what's the word? Not self-medicated, but anyway, keeps me from going more crazy. So again, I'll see you soon. Until then, bye.